Welcome everybody to the pack. This is Black Wolf Gaming. We have a topic tonight for our little discussion and talk while we play Minecraft today. Well, yeah, to be exact, you guys are buying up all the really good graphics cards for your kind of. I'm not gonna be mean here, but I'm gonna put it blunt. Your little pieces of crap mining machines.
Nvidia actually came out with something earlier too, and I'm going to bring that up. Nvidia, if I could spell it right. All right. So yeah, here we go. The way, and I'll leave a link to this all on my below in the channel, and I'm sure he will as well. But it says here by Nvidia. And this is just one site. Nvidia suggests retailers put gamers over cryptocurrency miners and graphics card craze. Gamers come first, and that's what they said. They go on to say that basically 3 weeks into 2018, it remains almost impossible to find a gaming graphics card selling for anywhere near its retail price, regardless of whether you're looking for a GPU from Nvidia or AMD. The months-long shortage fueled by a rush on graphics card that's driven by people looking to mine Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies continue to co-found individuals that just want to buy a video card and use it in a gaming computer, plays PC games. Now, it seems that NVIDIA is trying to prioritize those customers over miners, or rather push retailers to do so as well. And this is what I told you about earlier, too. And I'll leave a link down in the Discord here for you as well. But it goes on to say that cryptocurrency mining requires immense computational power, and miners figured out years ago that the chips in many high-end graphics cards are well suited to the task. Like I said, the 1070s, the 1080s, the really good high-end cards. 1060s are and it talks about how the value of cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin has just exploded, skyrocketed over the recent months. One Bitcoin is literally worth over $11,000. And that figure is in flux and has been trending downward since a peak above 19,000 last month, which they go on to say led people to put mining rigs together and buy multiple graphics cards and all that stuff. And they go on to say that for 2017, the increased demand for GPUs drove the cost of powerful cards like NVIDIA's GeForce GTX 1070s, 1080s, and 1080 Ti's, and AMD's Radeon RX 570s, 80s, the Vega 56 and Vega 64s, way above their retail price. They go on to say that an example is the GTX 1070 MSRP is 380, but it's selling for at least around 450, 500 at most. Lower end cards like the GTX 1050 and 60s weren't affected initially, but miners have moved on to them as better cards have sold out, pushing up prices for the GPU as well. And this is basically what they said. They basically said NVIDIA is reportedly asking retailers to do what they can when it comes to selling GPUs to gamers instead of miners. This is their quote, I guess they said to the journal person. It says they say, quote, gamers come first for NVIDIA, said Boris, whatever, PR manager for NVIDIA in German region. In an interview with the German publication Commuter Base, quote, all activities around our GeForce products are for our core audience. We recommend our trading partners make arrangement to ensure that gamers' needs are still met in the current climate, end quote. And then they said a representative from NVIDIA declined further comment to Polygon, citing the company's quiet period, which is my guess is because they're creating graphics cards from their manufacturing corporation area. But yeah, they said basically at the end it's unclear how far retailers can or would be willing to push to go in this respect. But supposedly many of them have already tried limiting GPU purchases to 1 or 2 per customer, hoping to block miners looking to buy graphics card in bulks. But it says that tactic seems to have been ineffective. If current prices are any indication, the GTX 1070, which remember has an MSRP of 380, is out of stock at retailers like Newegg, where it's fetching upward of $900 from third-party sellers. Like this shit, like I said, Yeah, I mean, even the comments, they're talking about how this is like someone says this is the worst I've seen in the PC market for gamers. Buying pre-built makes more sense from a price standpoint, and the longer this goes, the worse the knock-on effect on other parts manufacturers, while PC builder sites on the sidelines. Um, I don't hate bit miners, but y'all really need to calm your fucking shit. Like, you're really starting to piss off a lot of fucking people and a lot of gamers. I can honestly say that. I can really say that.
Yeah.
You're screwing people over.
Basically, yeah, that's my wife, by the way. You really are. You really need to tell. So, like I said, the longevity of it is fine, but when miners try to push every ounce of juice out of it, that's when it becomes an issue. And I can say this because, like I said, I built my computer way before this kind of had the kaboom effect. Um, and like I said, dude, I bought my graphics card for like $500-600, and now
Yeah.
good luck finding them around that price. But I mean, in total, and that's just the graphics card. When you look at like the motherboard, the RAM, the CPU cooler, the case, the power supply, the hard drives, the SSDs, and then that's not including if you need monitors or multiple monitors, webcam, a new mic or a decent mic, or a new desk, surround sound system. It starts to add up to where you're sitting here, and finally at the end of everything's said and done, you're looking at $6, $7, $8,000 you're shelling out. And like I said, my computer is like $4,000 in total for everything in it because I'm running top of the line Ryzen. God forbid someone tries to run a mid-grade AM3 or a high-end AM3 build, they're looking at like 1,500.
Yeah.
It's fuck 1,500. Holy shit! You might as well go fucking low grade AM4 or at least mid grade. Like it's fucking retarded. And like I said, dude, like not just you, but other people I've talked to, it's pissing a lot of people off. And there's a fucking horse. I didn't know it was night. GG.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine, dude.
I should have said it was coming up on tonight.
Oh no, you're fine. But no, it's nuts because it's like you got these bit miners that just are trying to make a profit and living, and I get that, and I'm trying to make a living as well. But god dang, calm your fucking shit, bit miners.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people that are trying to make a living, and you're fucking everyone over.
Yeah, to be honest, you guys are sending price of graphics cards skyrocketing for good ones.
Like I said, dude, like not too long ago, I was looking at power supplies for Apollo. Another person that's commissioning me for law.
First one of this
boy.
video. First one of this video.
Yeah,
of,
we're gonna
of
see
the first blight spider to
That's
suffocate in the wall. The last time we played, it was 3 of them, a bunch of slimes hitting the ground.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
yeah.
before that, it was a green ogre suffocated in a wall, and then like
I don't know how the green ogre died. That's retarded.
And then like
seriously, Riri.
5, maybe 7 blight spiders ended up suffocating in a wall as well.
How do I charge my thing again?
You gotta come over to this building and then put it in the transmutation table.
She did. She
I
forgot.
did, but I forgot how to charge it.
You put it in the left side.
I did. And then, like, you put things here to charge it with?
Anyway, so like I said,
you dump things into the fire.
Yeah, there. No, pick it up, and then you should be good. Not the stuff. Yeah, that. And then put it back down. So it is getting. It is just. Anyways, but no, like I said, dude. And I want all of you guys' opinions too that watch this video if you do. What are your opinions and voices? To me, like I said, I'm trying to right as of yesterday, last night. I actually got a website up. I've got business cards coming in. I got 200 business cards coming in the 12th of this Monday, so I can show you guys that. But no, I'm trying to get an actual legit business out of this of building computers and fixing them, and it irks me on a personal level on two reasons rather why. One of them, Ruby, which is like I said, with the bit miners and stuff. But the other one I think I may have told you as well too, is, when I go to like Best Buy, and see these people that have not a fucking clue.
Yeah.
I mean, like average Joe Schmo, like not a fucking clue about anything on their computer, and they're just like, the shit just won't turn on. What's wrong? And I see these guys sit here and say this and that, oh, bad motherboard, and oh, buy this and upgrade that, and now, and they're looking at like 13, 14, 15. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Especially for like AM3 builds, like a motherboard, you could easily find a decent AM3 motherboard by Gigabyte or Asus for like $80 to $120. Like, it's it just irks me, So I'm trying to do what I can do to, like I told you, my job for my business is basically to get you what you want within your budget range, and have you
Plus
be
then
happy about it.
You
But
repair the program.
yeah,
And
basically,
I'm going to say this now. Sorry for anybody that works for Best Buy in the Geek Squad, but
oh god,
you
yeah,
guys,
Geek Squad, stay the fuck away from Geek Squad.
Yeah,
oh, I got
you guys
stories to
charge
tell about
way
that.
too much for your rates.
Oh well, $100 to fucking diagnose a fucking computer. Like, really?
And to be honest,
100, like,
you guys, like, to get it fixed, it's probably cost you out the butt.
oh yeah, dude, I went there, like I said, and Taylor knows this. I went there because I couldn't get rid of the adware, and adware is basically just pop-up that keeps popping up on your fucking computer, and it gets bloody annoying. They told me I had a virus, or at first they said there was no virus, and then that I had an issue with one of my components, and then they said, oh, that was the power supply that was unplugged, so that was why it wasn't, that's why it wasn't turning on sometimes. And it's like, wait a minute, I didn't say anything about a power supply. Like, what? So, and it's just, and then $100, and I said, oh, hell no. So I talked to the manager, dude. I was like, no, unless you guys want a lawsuit, like, no, ain't happening.
Yeah.
That's fucking retarded. You sit here and charge $100 just to look at a fucking computer, not even do anything, not even fix it, just look at it, and then sit here and lie to people and say, oh, this and that about a fucking, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then you have them saying your computer had an SSD card in it, and you were saying it didn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with like my. Oh, I thought a creeper was behind me because I had the. But it just was. It was just sand. But no, dude, it was like with my laptop. Like I said, I took it apart. And I asked Taylor about it. I go, correct me if I'm wrong, babe, but he did tell me because at the time it was just I got the laptop, not her. I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but he did tell both of us that it came with an SSD, right? Or am I just losing my shit? And she goes, no, I was there. Like, he did say it. I go, you sure? Like, you do? She goes, no. She goes, I know I have bad memory sometimes, but I do clearly remember him saying it came with an SSD. I take the goddamn thing apart, and it's like, nope, no SSD. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Yeah.
$1,300 for a fucking 1060 with what, 6 gigs of 6 gigs of RAM, or rather video RAM. And then 12 gigs of actual RAM. What? Jesus, it's like I could find a fucking computer and upgrade the son of a bitch for less.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I'm sorry, fuck Best Buy. Fuck Best Buy and definitely fuck Geek Squad. They're such a joke.
Geek Squad will hire you if you just say you're a gamer.
Oh yeah, I actually asked them. I go,
And they'll fire you if you actually know what you're doing.
Oh yeah, I had a friend of mine that worked there, and he basically got fired because they found out that he knew basically that they knew he knew what he was doing, and instead of basically being a sales representative and selling more shit, he was fixing it, and they weren't coming back, and he got fired for it.
Because they were losing money because he actually did his job.
Basically, but they'll hire someone that does not have a fucking clue about what a fucking CPU or GPU is, and then just sell them on some other random shit and not even fix the issue.
Yeah.
It's just like I said, that shit like that just really fucking irks me, dude. It really does.
I would think so because.
Oh fuck.
To be honest, they're Best Buy is screwing over people that know what the hell they're doing to be able to help you fix your computer and laptop. Yet they're firing them as soon as they hire them.
Well, like I said, I can link a video to someone else who started up his own consultation repair business as well. And he even stated that, they just like most people, and from another video too, like they were saying like these guys would come in off, not literally off the streets, but have no knowledge, be trained by this so-called course they provide, which really doesn't teach you fucking jack shit. And I mean, there's been forums that I've read too where like these people like have like certification in like networking and programming in software like development, not just software repairs, but development, like coding the shit, and they just decline them right on the spot, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, why?
Because they're not making money if people are going away and not coming back.
Well, I mean, I know why.
Oh, should we make this
It's
like
just-
into another discussion as well? Like how last night we were talking about the net Nutella stuff.
Oh god,
Nutella.
net Nutella.
Like last
Peanut
night.
butter for my raging heart on that I want to fuck everything up.
They're actually appealing the repeal, which means that Nutella
Yeah,
will be
so
brought back.
apparently, okay, so for those of you that are out of the United States and are kind of wondering, like, what the bloody hell is all this fucking mess about? So let me explain to it. Net neutrality is basically like the park. It's a public park, free for anyone to come and go as they please. Hold on, babe. It's like a public park for where people can come and go, and there's no charge or anything. And it's everyone's treated the same. Well, net neutrality, when that's gone, it's like that same public park now being only for basically special people and VIPs, and if you're not on the list, then it's going to charge you, it costs extra to get in, and then it's taxed this and fees this and charge that. And most people's complaints, and I agree with them. To be honest, I have, as I'm gonna quote Boogie2988 here, and I'll leave the video down in the video guy. He's so funny. He talks about how he's got Cox cable, from Cox cable from Cox Communications, or whatever. Basically talking about Comcast and all these tele-network ISPs, and he talks about how he you like Cox, I like Cox, we all love Cox. Like it's a fucking joke, but it's funny. But he gets the point across how basically, pretty much. Did we get the miner going, or what the fuck's going on with the miner?
I don't know, dude. I gotta figure out what is going on with that thing. I tried doing the same thing that it said in the tutorial that you sent me. It's not really working.
Whoa. Oh shit.
But I do want to say this. If you guys go onto YouTube and look for the whole thing that we're talking about, and look up Burger King, there is a video for it, and pretty much it's like server guide holding on to like all these people ordering like Whoppers. The guy's holding on to the bags for like 45 seconds, being like, I can't give this until like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And then like there's one guy that rages.
Oh, he was pissed, dude. He grabbed the fucking bag right out of the hand. He's like, oh, fuck, no, I ain't waiting 45 seconds for a fucking burger. And he just snatches it right out of the dude's hand. Yeah, I mean, that's basically net neutrality. Like, you have most people, like I said, the point I was going to get to is, I have Comcast, which, yeah, we all know how that is. And it's the number one most hated fucking ISP in the United States, at least. I don't know globally, but I know in the United States it is the number one most hated ISP in the country.
Yeah.
And I can't blame people.
Yeah, their prices are up there.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they got good speeds, but it's it's really shitty. So anyways, I don't trust my ISP. I don't, and many people feel the same way. They don't trust their ISP, and you have very good reasons not to. Look when you look, and again, I don't just take my word for it, ladies and gentlemen. Go actually do your research. Go and read articles, read forums, not just a Wikipedia either. But go to YouTube, watch videos, do your research. You'll see that most of them sit there and do the same thing. And there was a picture. I have to put it up in the video here. in the upper right or left hand corner, wherever. But like, and I told you this part too, Ruby.
Yeah.
You know, where Google websites like Google and Amazon and YouTube and Spotify and Discord, all these websites and or whatever or programs that were made that started out small are so pro, for net neutrality. But then you got, ironically, all these fucking ISPs, Comcast, AT&T, Time Warner, all these that are pro for against net neutrality. Now, I'm sorry, but to me, that's a red fucking flag. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really a big red fucking flag saying, oh, well, gee, they just want more fucking power and control. And when you look at it and look at the data and the statistical data, you'll realize that it doesn't take a fucking monkey genius to realize, like, oh, they want more control so you can see what they see and want you to see and
Yeah.
have control over it.
That's pretty much what it is.
And like I said, and they're all pissed off. And now fuckhead, as I like to call him, a Keith fucking whatever, is pissed off because he basically told the states that they can't do shit, but then they find a loophole, and now, like I said, 40, I think they need 50 states to file a lawsuit against the FCC, and I think they're one behind, last I heard. And I'll link you to a video. Again, all these links will be down in the description below. But
they will be in both videos.
Yeah. He basically this guy goes on to say that 49 states have filed a complete legal federal lawsuit against the FCC, and on top of it, they're in deep shit right now with the government because I guess the government found out that the FCC started to put random comments on, for they were using
Basically,
actual people's
forgery.
profiles,
Forgery.
and basically forgery. They're using actual people's accounts to say something like, oh yeah, I'm so for this, to get rid of net neutrality. And they have this article, I think it was in Law.
And
There's number one
there's
for
the
blue
first
slimes.
one for the blue slimes that hit.
Yep.
Blue slimes for the first one. The hard
Pretty much.
hit the ground hard.
Pretty much. But yeah, there was this, if I remembered right, there was this article done where this old guy was just like, I didn't realize like I even had a comment like that until I looked online. And he basically went on to say that he was puzzled and confused as why he had that comment, because he doesn't remember putting it, and he's got good memory. And his wife was like, he wasn't even like, So the FCC started to use real life people's accounts to post comments about, being for, getting rid of net neutrality. And then these people come out, and there's a lot of them that are just like, I don't remember putting that there. Like, what the fuck? Nighttime, guys. Go to sleep. So it's just the FCC in the United States is really in some hot shit. And now the states are like not giving a fuck. And I salute that to the highest I can go. The FCC going, oh, you can't do that. And the states turn around and go, fucking watch me, son of a bitch. Fuck you. I like that. I like that about our country. I can hope it continues like that, because I am. I'm not to get on another topic, but I'm so tired of this political correctness bullshit in this country. Fucking, oh, safe space, and oh, you're hurting my feelings. I don't fucking give a damn. I could give two fucks. But anyways, sorry, I was drinking some soda. In bed, dear.
I'm all over here.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Guess we're staying up all night.
And stuff and loot.
Yeah. So, anyways, like I said, it just, the FCC is in really some deep shit, right?
Yep.
Having lost 49 states, all right? 49. There's 50 states in this country, and there's 49 states. We need one more person to file a lawsuit against the FCC, or basically add on to the basically. And also going back to the net neutrality, 80 million people did not want net neutrality gone. And yeah, so Akit is, like I said, I would not be surprised if that dude's got death threats already. I really wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
He's pissed off so many fucking people. And recently, I heard that he was trying to mess with data plans into for cell phone users, and that didn't go over well. In fact, there's an article again that I'll leave in the link below on both his and my channel. Basically, he backed down because he's got so much heat right now for just not only net neutrality, but then trying to do that and some other shit. So, yeah, you're in some deep hot shit, and not in a good way either. So my guess is we're gonna continue to keep pressuring them, and dumbass spider, it's on the fucking cactus. But yeah, like there's just. So anyway, so like going back to the whole net neutrality. So basically, if you're out of if you're out of the United States, the reason why I say it's still important because what happens here happens everywhere else, and that's been statistically and history at that even proven. So if net neutrality goes bye-bye in this country, other ISPs from different countries will, hopefully not, but most of them will follow through.
Other people that are completely uninvolved with the US.
Basically. So yeah, like I said, I'll leave a link to some examples of net neutrality, description for all the Bitminer stuff. All the information will be down below on both his and my channel. Like I said, go check out Black Wolf Gaming. He's a really good friend of mine. That's who I'm talking to right now. But yeah, like I said, the FCC's in some hot shit right now, and so are the Bitminers. Oh, and going back to the Bitminer, they, like I said in the videos, actually, like I said, created a formula, I guess I can call it that, kind of. So, like I said, where they can only limit it 2 per customer. So yeah, Bitminers have, even though it's from what I can tell and talk to Bitminers.
Weren't you saying like it was 2 per or 2 per house? Like,
no, it's 2 per customer for that household.
Okay.
Yeah, so like, and the reason they do that is so you can't so if like me and Taylor went to the store, and I bought buy 2, they're gonna tell her no because it's per 2 per customer for household, from what I know.
Yeah.
So, which is gonna suck because if you're mining and you've got 40, 30, 20, even 10 graphics cards, and you can only get 2 now. You're fucked. And I hate to say it, and I'm kind of glad, but
SOB.
Yeah, pretty much. I really support NVIDIA's move to basically clamber down on this bullshit, because as someone who's trying to build computers, I do. I was telling a kid, he's like 14 from Denmark, because he found out what I did, and he's like, really, how long have you been doing, and all these questions. And I told him, I hate being the bringer of bad news. That's not my job. My job is to build a computer for said person within a set budget price.
Yeah.
Have everything they want that they can afford in that budget plan or build, and be happy about it. But it sucks when I'm like, yeah, we can do it, and then I turn around a day later or 2 days, even if it even's that long, and then go, oh, well, the next day be like, oh, well, they don't have it anymore. It's out of stock. And then they kind of look at me like, why? Like, and it's like, oh, Bitminers. It really does.
Yeah, it makes it harder to be able to do what we want to do for having fun
and like I said, dude, I've got four commissions right now for computer builds.
Yeah,
4, including
mine.
you. Yeah, and it's and like I told you too last night. I'm gonna be swamped, dude, because I realized because the tax returns all for everyone come in around the same time, and so it's like, oh shit, I'm gonna be swamped. I am gonna be completely swamped with computer builds. Like, Jesus, I'm glad. I'm really, really excited and glad, but it's like, holy fuck, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Plus, then wasn't it yesterday you were showing me through screen share that the good graphics cards have gone up to like.
Oh yeah, like the 1080s and the
they have gone up to like
they're like
1,000,
1,300, 1,500.
Yeah.
And like I said, dude, I bought my 1080. Yeah. No, like I said, dude, I bought mine. All right, I bought my 1080 at like $500-$600.
Yeah.
It's like 3 times the fucking price now. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, that should be the total cost of a fucking build for an
For an
Jesus.
AM4 or AM3.
For an AM3, like if I were to go like here right now, I'm on Newegg. If I even went down to like let's say a 1050, all right, not okay, a GTX 1050.
My thing is out of like charge for arrows.
Well, you're kind of fucked then.
Yeah.
Um,
And I've got a blight following. So,
like this one, 4 gig card, $230. So that's a lot reasonable, but it's there's no one's around, babe.
No, I'm heading back to the base.
And the thing that sucks too is a lot of the more reputable a lot of the more reputable cards, well, the more reputable cards like Asus and Gigabyte and MSI, they're gone. They're out of stock. They're gone.
Yeah.
But then you got ones like Zotac and fucking, I can't think of the other ones. Like Penny, PNY, cards I don't never had or used. They're there, but it's like here, like Penny. Here's a fucking 1050 Ti for 370, but it's like I can add it to the card. It's just I don't know how well Penny is, or Penny, or however the fuck you pronounce it. Like it's just random cards that I've never heard of that are in stock, but the ones are like EVGA, they're out of stock. And this is a 1050. It's like Jesus Christ. But if I go down, and these are 4 gig cards. If I go down to like 2 gig cards, there's 58 of them. But oh yeah, now, here you go. MSI 309 for a 2 gig card. MSI. AVGA, Penny. All these. And if we start going down really below that to like a 1030, oops, I completely. A 1030, it's 2 gig card and it's for $100 rather. Like this one's 85, this one's 80. This one's 2 gig 64 for 120, 145. But these are like really like real low end cards that you can't really do shit with. So I guess what we're trying to say at the end of the day is, Bitminers, you need to really calm your fucking shit down. I'm not saying stop what you're doing, but tone it down a fucking lot.
Yeah.
Just really tone it down a fucking lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to upgrade these soon to the.
What are these? The Mark 1s or Mark 2s?
These are the Mark 2s. I'm gonna have to upgrade these to the Mark 3s soon. What you shooting at, spider?
Yeah, creeper. But yeah, like I said, I just.
Holy shit! I got manticore eggs. I didn't realize that till just now.
You got a manticore egg?
Yeah, I got a manticore egg too as well, and I've been kind of keeping it.
That means I can have a pet manticore.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Hey, more.
I do have to say, I've been watching the those weird little Minecraft story mode things.
Oh yeah, what are you doing the spider eyes for?
I was gonna use them to make cooking ingredients with.
Ah, okay.
Because we can make spider eye pie and spider eye soup.
Ew. But yeah, like I said, let me know what your comments and your ideas are and your opinion down in the comment section below. I kind of want to know what you guys are feeling and what your voices are and what you really think between the net neutrality and the bit miners screwing everyone over and NVIDIA having this. And I like that about NVIDIA. Like I said, I really do like that about NVIDIA, where NVIDIA has actually put their fucking foot down and said, look, bit miners, y'all got to stop this shit. It's that at first, I love it because it's like, I love how NVIDIA at first is like, okay, yeah, great, bit miners, cool, whatever, more profit. But now it's gotten to the point where it's like, Nvidia's like, yeah, we need to do something about this. It's like the fucking Wild West, Jesus. So, and I like that about Nvidia, where they've put their foot down and said, look, no more of this shit. Like you no more.
Yeah, pretty much they're saying you guys are ruining it for the gamers.
Pretty much.
You guys need to freaking knock it off.
Well, and like I said, just not just from you, but other people that are trying to play games and stream or YouTube or
Yeah.
or need a new upgrade computer, and other people like I've talked to, they're frustrated and they're outcrying to NVIDIA like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I need a new computer and I can't get any of the parts because of the fucking bit miners. So,
Yeah.
I don't want to be beating a dead horse here, but yeah, like it just, I don't know, it just.
And bit miners that are watching this currently, stop.
Yeah. Really. Yeah, you really do need to stop. You're fucking pissing a lot of people off.
Yeah.
And I'm, like I said, I'm one of those that, oh god damn it.
What happened?
There. I put two gates at the back end of the thing there so you can go in and out. But no, like I said, the bit miners, you're pissing people off. People are trying to make a living as well too, and you're fucking killing the whole shit.
Yep.
And if there's anything I learned, it's, and I don't know who said it, but when you have stuff in moderation, it's fine. When you have too much of something, it's not good for you. And that's the case here. People are having too much of this bit mining shit, and it's fucking hitting the stock, and it's hurting the stocks.
Yeah.
It's and when I say hurting the stock, I mean pictures on this. They're hurting because it's like they can't do anything because fucking bit miners. Which then costs the manufacturers more money to make because now they have a more demand to make money. So it just y'all need to really like turn the shit down a bit. And by a bit, I mean a fuck ton. You really need to turn it down a lot. You can continue to bit mine. I have no issues with that. Just don't fucking juice the fuck out of every graphics card and hard drive and RAM and everything else on your fucking computer.
Yeah. If your thing dies, downgrade to a lower cost fucking
card at least.
Leave
Jesus.
the higher end ones for the people that need them to build their computers.
Well, not even that. I don't even mind if one or two people get, or I don't mind if a person gets one or two of the high ends, but then go and get the low ends.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. But don't take all the high ends and then leave the low ends for the leftovers, basically. Like, fuck off with that shit.
Yeah,
like, y'all can fuck off with that shit. That shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
First
To
come,
be
first serve
truthful,
kind of
I'm really looking for a graphics card for my
his build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's becoming harder to find one because you guys are getting all the good ones for your crappy little bit mining
Project.
pieces of crap.
And it's not, like I said, it's not just you too. Like I said, Apollo, a good friend of mine that I'm building it before, he's upset because it's like, every time, oh God, especially when we first started, like literally, dude, it was not even like a day. A day would go by and it'd be out of stock, and then it'd be another day, and then another, and it was just repetitive like that. It was just, I'd find a card to add to the fucking wish list that he had that we built for his computers and everything.
And then
turn around the next day and it's gone, and then I have to leave and find another card, and then the next day it's gone, and it's like, come on, like, fuck off, bit miners. Really, fuck off. I have the balls to say it. Fuck off.
No, it's getting pretty damn ridiculous.
It is. It really is. Like I said, I'm trying to start my own business off. God forbid, I can't even. I feel sorry for NVIDIA. Gee, they're so back ordered. It's probably not even funny.
Yeah, it would probably take us a long time to get our graphics cards because you guys are fucking us over more and more with your damn bit mining machine.
It just Moderation. I'm not saying quit. Just moderation is all I'm asking for, and I think that's what anyone would.
And
Damn.
to go along with that, power supplies.
Oh yeah.
You guys don't need to buy like really high-end power supplies to power these things. Like, probably start off small with probably like
Well,
guys before you move on to like a fucking 5 or 6
Well,
hard drive thing.
well, here's the funny thing too. You know, when I bought mine, literally, and I mean, I looked. The highest I can find was only a 1200 power supply unit. You know what they have now? A 1600 watt. Fuck, do you need that kind of power for? Like, 16. Like, dude, 1,000. Okay, I have 1,000 watt power supply. That is so much overkill for my computer. What the fuck are you using 1,600 bloody watts for?
You already know the answer to that. They're fucking bit
Well,
mining needs.
like, dude, you like, okay, power supplies. I go more. 1,500 and above. 15. Here, an AX 1600i, $500. Dude, I shit you not. Look at this shit. Fucking 1600 AX 1600i, 1600 watt power. What, dude? That's as much as my fucking goddamn CPU chip for fucking my AM4 build. Literally.
Yeah.
Holy crap! They have an 1,800 watt mining machine. Like, this shit just, it needs to stop. It really does. Either control yourself or it needs to fucking stop. And I can promise you guys that, and gals that do this shit, eventually be contained. One way or another. And that's not a threat or anything. I'm just saying through other people like NVIDIA. NVIDIA is a big corporation. I can guarantee you, this is kind of like a light, kind of like,
honest,
you need to stop.
Yeah, they'll probably end up closing down the whole bit mining thing. And then,
You know, like I said, a lot
there
of
won't be a way for you guys to buy your freaking graphics cards or your
no, I
motherboards
honestly, I
or...
can't say what they'll do, but I just know NVIDIA and AMD are big corporations, big corporations. And I can guarantee you, if the shit gets really out of hand, like right now, I see this more of as like a, even though it's like 2 per customer, I see this more as like a, you know, kind of like from NVIDIA, is you from bit miners, you need to kind of contain yourself, like calm it down. But you know, if this shit doesn't change, I guarantee you, I would not be surprised if I see it like with Valve when they stepped in with all these scam games. When Valve stepped in and said, "Okay, you know what? We can have a return policy, refund your money." I guarantee I see the same shit. I do. I see the same shit happening with fucking bit miners. You know, bit miners are gonna just get cocky and say, "Yeah, you think they can do what the fuck they want." I guarantee you, from AMD and Intel and Nvidia, you know, they're or maybe Dell, or not Dell, maybe Intel and Dell, I'm not sure, but definitely AMD and Nvidia. You know, I can guarantee you, if they don't contain themselves, I can see Nvidia and AMD doing some shit like that, to where you almost have to like.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're gonna do, but I just know they're gonna contain it.
Yeah.
Continues out of and spirals out of control, because they've already stated in their form and you know, on when they got interviewed and everything, that gamers come first, and that is their core priority.
Yeah.
You know, and if more of us continue to speak out and say, you know, we can't find shit on Newegg, on Amazon, on this, or we can, and it's got the expensive. You know, like I said, I won't be surprised if Nvidia and AMD just slice it right off. They just cut it. Yeah, they just literally contain it themselves. Then
cut off the head of the snake.
Pretty much, you know, and then, oh god, and then, you know, of course, then you're gonna have they're gonna have backlash from all the bit miners, and they're gonna cry babies and fucking all the other, because that's how this society mostly works.
Yeah,
you know, people
well,
think they can do
to be
what they
honest,
want,
dude,
and then
that's gonna be their own fault. they're screwing.
Yeah.
They're screwing over people that need the items more than they do for their stupid bit machines.
Pretty much. And like I said, I don't hate bit miners. They just need to control themselves instead of going fucking shit. But like I said, since Valve stepped in, I mean, and had the return refund policy, look how fucking many games are not scamming anymore.
Yeah.
Because people realize, like, well, I guess that's not going to work anymore. And there was actually a good example of that. And it got taken down. Uh, yeah, Journey of the Light. Is the yeah, Journey of the Light. Basically the point of that was, like I said, I'll leave a link down.
You okay
Here,
over
discussions.
there, Taylor?
MNO.
Yeah.
Hard. Yeah, she's still here. Journey of on Steam. Journey of the Light. Greenlight game. Journey of the Light claims to be the most difficult game on Steam. Himself attests to have been the first level, supposedly the first of 8. Upon digging in the game files, and these are from like actual people who actually decompiled the compiled game, and you can do that. There's ways to do that. And he thought he was going to scam people, make money, be living the life, and but and it's funny because there's a video by Alpha Omega on the channel, and like I said, I can leave a link to that too. YouTube. Alpha Omega, because he's so fucking blunt.
Yep.
Yeah, Alpha Omega Sin.
Hey Taylor,
Yeah.
when it becomes day, could you bring me over a pumpkin?
Yeah. What are you pumpkin for?
I was gonna condense one of them.
I have a whole bunch of them actually.
Well,
Specifically
I know
for-
that. I was just gonna say, like, I can condense more of them for us, so we can. There's, I think there's a bunch of stuff that uses pumpkins that we can. Because I know there's a way that, like, if you put 3 pumpkins in an upside down L shape in the
Yeah, here you
crafting
go.
table, you can make the ones for Pam's harvest craft.
Yeah, so there's a link. Like I said, all these links will be down in the description below, as I keep saying again and again, and I do apologize for
I'm
both
in
his
the
and my channel.
upper part of the building.
You left these in the thing, by the way.
It's fine. So anyway, so Alpha Omega Sin said basically the same thing. Basically, how is like, and I continue the form here that says, this guy goes on to say, upon digging in the game files, a few users one level, and it is in fact impossible to beat.
Thank you.
Recent updates are hilarious. Basically, the guy made a map, and it's a puzzle type map. You have to find things and hints and switches, and literally, as Alpha Omega says, Sin Alpha Omega Sin, he goes on to say that you literally just wander aimlessly. There really is nothing to do. It's you get in the map and you wander aimlessly.
Kind of want to jump in there.
Hey, we can make pumpkin soup.
There's
Nice.
there's an ogre outside. I'm gonna see if I can lure him away from the base.
Okay, I wish you luck with that.
GG.
And he's dead. He destroyed something though.
The piping, don't worry about it.
The piping kind of got a little messed up.
Yeah.
That's
But anyways,
okay.
so Alpha Omega Sin went on to once Steam heard about this, aka Valve, Valve stepped in, and then since so many people were complaining about it, Valve stepped in and said, you guys can get refunds from the game if it's, I think, if I remember correctly, within like 30 days or a month or something like that. And then so people started to do refunds, and he started to get so butthurt, dude. Like, I have never seen a kid get so hurt and so pissed off and so upset. But then it's like, as Alpha Omega Sin said, you know, what the fuck do you think was going to happen? That you're going to get off this fucking yippee skippy island kind of thing and everything's going to be all happy dandy and all well? No. You're going to get caught. The internet's fast and you will be found the fuck out. You know, and then he tried to say, "Oh, I'm gonna be doing updates, and I don't know why. You know, I compiled everything, and everybody knew it was just full. He was full of shit. You know,
Pretty much lying through his freaking teeth.
basically, and Valve saw it, so he got put on spotlight, and he goes on to say, Alpha Omega Sin goes on to say that, you know, any chance of him having any, and he says this in, like, with emphasis too, any chance or a career with a game development company is not ever going to happen because he scammed people. So,
Yeah,
and his
pretty
name
much
is very famous.
He fucked himself over.
Yep, and that's and that's why I said I see that. Like I said, with Nvidia and AMD, I see the same shit happening with the bit miners. You know, the Nvidia and AMD are gonna finally put their foot down really hard this next time, and all the bit miners are gonna sit there and whine and cry and
Oh yeah.
you know, and they're gonna be
definitely
backlash
be like,
and oh
yeah,
shit, no you don't, fucking creeper.
They'll definitely be like, oh, I can't get this anymore. Why can't I get this?
Pretty much. You know, and just I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what they would be doing or how they would go about it, but I'm pretty sure, you know, like I said, they're a big corporation. Big corporations can do a lot of random shit at times, and then you realize, like, whoa, how the fuck did they do that?
I believe that, man.
You know, so if I had to get an opinion or, you know, said the way I see it is, if bit miners don't control themselves, Nvidia and AMD are gonna step in and put their foot down and hard this next time, and bit miners aren't gonna like it. That's what I see happening. Jesus Christ, babe, you got fucked up by a fucking zombie bite. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. My thing ran out of arrows.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
And I was putting up against a blight skeleton, so. I was just trying to get to my pumpkin.
Well.
We have bunnies in our garden. And they're multiplying.
Hey Taylor. Is the sugarcane field thing I made working?
I haven't tried it.
Could you look in the chest, see how... Take a look in the chest, see how many's in there.
Yeah, give me a moment. Try to get this more pumpkins.
I'm turning the ones that I condensed into the Pam's Harvest Craft ones.
Cool.
Yeah, like I said, you could put them in your little crafting table on in your inventory, and it's like should say the bottom left, top left, and top right.
Also, I should mention too, the digital miner dude comes in about a block or two into your house, so like either the actual wall itself or one in towards the floor. So I just realized that too when I did the because when you go down there, wrong door. And then, like I said, you know, I don't want to see that coming to bit miners. You know, when they get their shit fucked up, basically. But
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, if you go to the like I said, I don't want to see it happen. But you know, they're gonna, you know, it's. I don't want to say this society is like a bunch of kids, but you know,
to be honest, man, the way things are going, it's gonna happen. Things are gonna get more and more hectic for them, and it's gonna become to the point where
like I said, yeah,
people are they fuck the bit miners. We're not gonna sell you anymore.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but here's the problem. How do you tell who's a bit miner?
How many? You think a bit miner that has like fucking 4 rigs with like 8 graphics card in each are gonna come and buy one? No, they're gonna buy a fucking stock of them. And if they come and say, "Hey, I need 6 graphics card," and keep in mind these guys that burn out through these things, you know, let's say you go to Best Buy, all right, and you burn out every so often, every 2 months.
I have to ask about. Can you multiply watermelons?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Can you multiply a whole bunch of watermelons for me? I have 10 on me right now.
All right, well,
I just need one.
Anyway, yeah. So, anyways, if you go to the digital miner and then click on visuals, you'll see it. You know, kind of gets into the house a bit. So, but yeah, no, I feel like today's society is just a bunch of kids. You know, I don't want to say all, but the attitude rather, and how people.
What's the difference between that pumpkin and the other pumpkin?
What the fuck are these pumpkins? Jesus fucking Christ!
He handed me a pumpkin.
Yeah, these are the Pam's Harvest Craft ones.
Well,
and yes, you could still get the seeds from them.
Well, yeah.
I took a stack, but
I'm just trying to figure out how the difference is. Can you grow them like this, or?
No, you gotta use your crafting spot in your inventory to make it.
I think you actually get more out of these.
Okay.
My eyes are watering, but I can't sneeze.
I'm not gonna ask why.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've been on voice with you guys, and I find it funny when we play Minecraft together. I just start randomly laughing.
It makes no sense because I feel like you're laughing at me because I'm derpy.
Ooh, extra sauce. Yes.
Extra sauce? What? Why?
Oh my God. I'm talking about tomato sauce. Okay, this isn't McDonald's with a premium special sauce. Jesus Christ. Good fucking God.
Gee.
I just... Why?
I know
It's like saying... I can't even say it now.
I'm confused. I am confusion.
Nice to meet you, Confusion. I'm Grim.
Oh.
Fuck. Damn it.
Oh my God, my eyes.
Mine are watering and it's going down my cheekbones. I don't get it. Huh?
You don't get the thing about him saying, "Ooh, extra sauce," and my mind just went.
No.
Pretty much, my mind just went right to the gutter.
I know.
Ooh, yes, and yes, and...
Ooh, what was it this time? Extra meat?
Adding tomatoes, jalapenos, and banana peppers to my pizza.
Oh.
Name your pizza. I'm gonna name it Jelly. Jelly.
Either that or just call it the Draconian Essence Pizza.
Draconian, yes. Draconian.
Oh my God! I just saw that you're on the.
The manticore I got from the egg.
Hey babe, I named it the Draconian Essence Pizza. Oh my God, that guy's gonna come out here and be like, "Is Draconian."
Now that you say that, dude, I could totally see.
Manticore dropped an egg too.
And be like, and then I come out. You mean like Draconian Essence? Be like, yeah, that guy. Is he here? Yeah, that'd be me. Thanks. Oh, Christ. Knots? Well, you like knots.
Kinky competition.
Kinky competition. Guys, my butthole hurts. What do I do?
To be honest, Taylor, at least you're able to get some, unlike me.
Huh?
Wow.
I think that's like,
No, I heard. I just don't want to acknowledge it.
well, technically you just did by saying you heard.
Yeah. No, it's underneath the river of wet stuff. Water.
You just called it
It was
the
worse
river
than what
of
I
wet
even fucking
stuff.
said. Good God, dear. Why must you say random fucking shit?
She's your man. To be honest,
You know, I'm really nervous to take her into a fucking conference call for like a professional business atmosphere, and then be like, "So what do you guys think?" Be like, "I have wet, squishy water underneath me."
I'm not that dirty. Leave me alone.
Everyone's gonna look at me like, "What the fuck's wrong with the girl, man?" Be like, "Hey, I don't know that bitch. Don't know her."
Excuse me, but admittedly, you.
Last time I checked, I didn't have titties.
Oh god, I'm dying of laughter over
At
here.
least I'm not suffocating with fucking white juices.
Yeah, like you asked me to bring you a drink, I'm gonna bring you a glass of milk and make you question if it's what exactly it is.
No, that
And
wouldn't
it's not
work.
gonna look like milk.
Well,
Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment down below, and thank you for joining the pack. This has been Black Wolf Gaming, signing off.
Oh shit.
what?
I'm on him. I can't use my thing.
Yeah.
It'll attack him and not mine.